It's the G to the U to the R to the U. We are back, baby. And we are on the 2021 Minnesota Vikings schedule prediction, man. My quarterback, Kirk Cousins, baby. So let me tell you something about my quarterback, Kirk Cousins, man. Kirk Cousins is an odd guy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like every odd year when he's a starting quarterback, that's when the team goes to the playoff. I'm telling you all this. If you have a college tuition you saving for your kids, anything you do, take this and gamble everything you have on the Vikings making the playoff this year, bro. This is what Kirk Cousins does. 2015, with my Washington football team, we made the playoff. 2016, we didn't make the playoff. 2017 with the Minnesota Vikings, 2017 with the Washington football team still, we made the playoff. 2018, they didn't make the playoff. 2019, the Minnesota Vikings made the playoff. 2020, they didn't make the playoff. 2021, guess what? They don't make the playoff because every odd year, Kirk Cousins makes the damn playoff, baby. And let's go to week number 1. At the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm telling y'all, the NFL gods is telling you everything. Look how this schedule set up for the damn Vikings, man. Starting out with Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow coming from a broken leg and whatever shit he got going on. 1-0 Minnesota Vikings, man. Week 2 at the Arizona Cardinals. Once again, man, they're going against Kingsbury. We don't even know if this dude could coach, to be honest with y'all. I don't think he could coach. I know Mike Zimmer, defensive genius, is going to have something planned for damn Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury, college coach ass Kingsbury. Week number 3, a home opener after the 2-0 start. They host the Seattle Seahawks. I'm sorry, we all know the Vikings' kryptonite is the Seahawks. My man, Russell Wilson, PK, owns the Vikings. It seemed like every time they play the Vikings, the Seahawks just smash them or beat them, dog. Look for that to continue. Vikings will have the first loss week 3 when they host the Seahawks. Week number 4, they play the Cleveland Browns. Perfect situation right here, man. It's like this. Mike Zimmer knows Stefanski. If anybody knows Stefanski, Mike Zimmer knows Stefanski, and it's a home game, man. I like the Vikings to play one of their best games of the season, and we know what Kirk Cousins does, man. This is one of those quirky games. He always have one of those games. You like, how the hell does he beat this team? You know, one of those, you like that ball game? Well, you know what? I'm going to like this ball game for the Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins against the Cleveland Browns. W, dog. Skull. Week number 5 against the Detroit Lions. Hey, everybody's going to beat the Lions, dog. Even my man Kirk Cousins don't lose to the Lions. I don't think Kirk Cousins ever lost to Matthew Stafford. He's not going to start losing to the Detroitans or Jared Goff, whoever the hell they have at the quarterback, man. W for Mike Zimmer and company, man. Week number 6 at the Carolina Panthers, going against my guy, Matt Rule. Y'all know how I feel about my man, Matt Rule. Rule number 1, always like Matt Rule. Rule number 2, always follow rule number 1. That's my guy. But in this situation, man, rule number 1, Mike Zimmer. Rule number 2, I always like taking a defensive coach over an offensive coach. That's just what it is, man. Some people like ass, some people like titties, some people like thighs, some people like calves, man. I'm just the one that like the defensive side of the ball, homie. Pause, no homo. So with that said, W for the Minnesota Vikings on the road against the Carolina Panthers. Bye week 7. Week number 8 versus the Cowboys. I love this matchup, man. The Vikings they just are set up perfectly against the Cowboys, man. So I'm not going to talk much about this. Zimmer coming out of a bye. Look for Dalvin Cook. Every time Zimmer and the Vikings come out of a bye, look for a lot of Dalvin Cook. I expect like a 30 to 35 carry for Dalvin Cook this game, man. And the Vikings will ride the Cook all the way to a W, man. Week number 9, they travel to Baltimore. And this is Kirk Cousins. You know, we all know this is still Kirk Cousins, man. That's my favorite cousin. But it's going to be one of those Kirk Cousins games when we're like, that's why we call you Kirk Cousins. Yeah, this is going to be one of those games right here against the Baltimore Ravens. L for the Minnesota Vikings, man. Week number 10 at the Chargers. Once again, man, it's the road trip right here, man. I don't like team that has pass rushers. I don't like teams that put quarterbacks in uncomfortable situation. And I don't like Kirk Cousins being in uncomfortable situation. And I expect him to be in uncomfortable situation versus the Los Angeles Chargers week number 10, which would cause the Minnesota Vikings to get another L. Week number 11 versus the Green Bay Packers. So let me put it like this. Since Matt LaFleur has been the head coach for the Green Bay Packers, and there's been one team that's beat him in the division, and that's been the Minnesota Vikings. So with that said, I guess I'm not far-fetched to say the Vikings got their number, right? But I expect Kirk Cousins and company. I see like Mike Zimmer always play the Vikings tough, and the Vikings will take this upset. Yes, I'm going to call this an upset against the Green Bay Packers, man. Week number 12 at the San Francisco 49ers. I just don't like this matchup. I don't like it. I remember when the Vikings went to 49ers. I remember that playoff stretch. I don't like this. Kyle Shanahan is upset. You know what I mean? Y'all remember when Drake came out with the song, I'm Upset? Yeah. Kyle Shanahan might as well come out with a track because he's upset. Because this season is the Kyle Shanahan I'm upset season. So I expect him to straight defeat the Minnesota Vikings and my man Kirk Cousins, man. Week number 13, homecoming game. They go to the Detroit, well, it's not homecoming. It's homecoming on the road. They travel to Detroit. Kirk Cousins owns the Lions, man. So mark that as a W for the Minnesota Vikings, bro. Week number 14, Thursday night football versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't like I mentioned, I don't like any team that has real good pass rushers going against Kirk Cousins. Because Kirk Cousins don't do well in uncomfortable situation. And I expect TJ Watt and company to put him in uncomfortable situation, which would cause a L for the Minnesota Vikings. Week number 15, Monday Night Football at the Chicago Bears. I'm sorry, Minnesota. We all know what it is. It's Kirk Cousins, primetime, Monday night. That don't bode well. It just don't bode well from whoever Kirk Cousins team is. So with that said, the Vikings are going to lose this game just because they got the Kirk Cousins Monday night primetime curse, all right? Week number 16 versus the Rams. So let's just put it like this, man. Mike Zimmer owns Matthew Stafford. He owns Matthew Stafford. He always smoked Matthew Stafford. I don't care if Matthew Stafford is with the Lions, he's with the Rams. I don't care if he's with the Patriots. I don't give a damn where Matthew Stafford is. If he's playing Mike Zimmer's finna smoke his ass. So I expect Kirk Cousins and the Vikings to win against the Los Angeles Rams. Week number 17 at the Packers. Let's just be real. Even I'm not crazy enough to think the Vikings gonna sweep the Packers. I'm not that crazy. I'm crazy, but I ain't that crazy. So Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur and company finna get this dub against Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. Week number 18 to finish it off versus the Bears. Hey, this is what it is. I told you, every odd year, my man Kirk Cousins make the playoff. So I expect this game right here at home, the Minnesota Vikings to win this game to finish the regular season at 10-7 and in prime position to make it to the playoff because that's what Kirk Cousins does. It's 2021. It's an odd year. And since 2015, every odd year, Kirk Cousins lead his team to the playoff. Take that straight to the bank, baby. And when we get back, we'll finish it up with the Detroit Lions and Dan Campbell, ankle biting, man eating, whatever the hell they call themselves, Detroit Lions football team, man. This is Monday Morning Football with the Guru.